Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing the Draw My Life video, and this was requested so much from you guys, and I know it's not a beauty or fashion video, but I thought it'd be cool to tell you guys about my life and just show you what has gone on. So let's go ahead and get started. So it all started on November 7th of 1995, which makes me 17 today. Woohoo! Well, not today, but right now. Anyway, I was born in the state of California, the very sunny California, and I don't know why I drew sunglasses on my son. Anyway, a little fun fact is my mom actually had to have a C-section with me, so she did not have a natural birth, and I don't know what people said when I was born. I hope they said positive things like this. I mean, I hope they thought I was cute. So I was born into a really awesome family. I had my dad, which I don't know if he wore super cool snapbacks like this, but we're just gonna go with it. And then my mom, she had super curly hair. She had the perm going on when I was born. And then this little monster, this is my sister, and she is 5 years older than me. So my dad's name's Tony, my mom's name's Tammy, and my sister's name is Brittany. And there's little Bethers. There's me. And that is my family, so it's kind of small, but I love it to death. And growing up, I'm not going to lie, I had a pretty awesome childhood. I have so many amazing memories with my sister and my parents. I remember us always going on vacations and traveling and going to all these super cool and fun places. We'd go on road trips all the time, and I just remember having so much fun as a kid. We would go to Disneyland and different amusement parks and things like that. It was just a lot of fun, and we were also very family oriented. I have tons of cousins and aunts and uncles, so we spent a lot of time with them. Now, fun fact, I was actually a mean kid. As a tot, I was pretty evil. I was kind of vicious. I would pull my sister's hair, and keep in mind, she's 5 years older than me, and I would pull her by her hair down to the floor, and she would cry and call for our mom, and I was just like, mwahaha, and my mom used to babysit this little boy. Well, actually, he was older than me, too, and I used to steal his food, so basically, I was just really mean as a little tot, and I had super curly hair. I dressed like a tomboy, and I basically lived in my Rugrats swimsuit all year round. It was like my obsession. So something that I remember is when I was around 5 years old, my parents decided that they wanted to move, so they told my sister and I, and we were both really excited. We were like, woo, yippee, because we were so excited to move. And I remember we moved into a pretty small house, literally in the middle of nowhere. There was tons of trees and grass and cats and cows and pigs. There was lots of farm animals, which I personally loved because I just thought they were all my best friends, so I was very happy about that. And my sister and I were actually homeschooled growing up, so we were schooled at home by my mama. My sister did really well in school, and I kind of struggled a little bit more, so I basically always needed my mom's help. And one of my favorite parts about being homeschooled is my recess consisted of sitting on the couch, watching Arthur, and eating SpaghettiOs. And I also was obsessed with Neopets. I learned how to work a computer at a pretty young age, so I was always on there. And then I also really loved my Fisher-Price dollhouse. Literally, if anyone touched that thing, they would get slapped, because that was like my little precious item that I loved to death. So another thing about me when I was little is I was actually a very shy kid. Most people thought I was mute because I literally didn't talk to anybody. I hated meeting new people, and I was even shy in front of some of my family members. And when I was around kids my same age, I kind of just didn't interact with them. I was scared that they wouldn't like me or like anything that I said, so I just chose to not speak at all. But someone that really understood me and became my best friend is my friend Alyssa. So Alyssa was like my BFF for life. I was totally myself around her, and she is still one of my best friends. We used to have sleepovers, watch scary movies, and we were obsessed with making forts in the middle of the living room. Don't act like you have not done that, because you know that you have. Anyways, one day my sister told my mom that she wanted to go to public school, and my mom was like, sure, yeah, Bethany, you should go too. And I was like, what? So I was really scared, and I did not want to go to public school at all, but my parents really wanted me to, so I decided to go. And the first day of school was super terrifying for me, so my sister headed off to middle school, and I went to elementary school to start 3rd grade. And I remember the first day was totally awkward because I didn't start at the beginning of the school year, so everyone already had their group of friends, and I was kind of just like there. No one really talked to me, and I just felt really alone and left out at that time. And there's me basically hating my life. I had no friends, and I remember at recess I would just stand in the hallway singing Lizzie McGuire songs while everyone else was on the playground having a good time. But luckily one of my cousins actually went to the school, so I would talk to him a lot, and one of the mean girls in this elementary school, I swear to you guys, it was literally like elementary mean girls. She thought that I actually liked him, and I was like, whoa there girl, he is my cousin, I don't have any friends here, so that's why I'm talking to him. And she's all, oh, okay, let's be BFFs. And I was like, sure. So things got a little bit better. And then 4th grade came around, and I actually met 2 of my best friends, Emma and Cecilia. Cecilia had really long hair, as you can tell there. We were literally inseparable, and we were kind of like another version of Mean Girls, except we weren't really mean. We just kind of liked dressing the same. We literally would plan our outfits and like the color that we were gonna wear, and we thought purses were way cooler than backpacks, so we totally ditched the backpacks. So when middle school came around, I was actually kind of excited because I had my 2 best friends, everything was all good, it was all gravy, and I was just really pumped to start middle school. But then I found out that Emma and Cecilia actually had a lot of the same classes together, and I didn't even have one class with either of them, so I was kind of on my own, but I got over it eventually, and I actually found a boy that I liked, but he didn't like me very much. He was super mean to me, and it wasn't like the mean I like you, it was like the mean I hate you, get away from me, so that was kind of a bummer, but I got over that too. Meanwhile, my 2 best friends were beginning to slip farther apart from me, which made me really sad because I, at that point, didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have any friends, and I just felt really alone, and I started to eat lunch by myself because I just didn't have anybody to talk to. So I was like, you know what, I am done with this, and one day I went home and I told my mom that I wanted to be a cheerleader, so I enrolled in cheerleading, and it was really, really fun for me. It really got my mind off of everything at school, and I actually made 2 amazing friends on the cheer team, and their names are Samra and Savannah, and we just clicked and we became best of friends. They actually unfortunately did not go to the same school as me, so I couldn't hang out with them at school, but we still hung out after school, and we actually went to a Hannah Montana concert together, which is one of my highlights of my life because Hannah Montana was my obsession. Then it was Christmas break, and I was just really excited to kind of have a break from school for a little while and forget about everything that was going on and just relax and spend time with my fam and everything like that. So I was really excited, and my Christmas break went really well until January rolled around, and I started stressing out because I knew school was coming up, and to top it off, my grandpa passed away, which was a really hard time for me, and I just felt really upset, and I felt regretful about all the things that I should have done before he passed, and I just had a lot of stress, so I asked my mom if I could go back to homeschool because everything was really getting to me, and she said yes. So then I enrolled myself in dance class to kind of get my mind off of everything that was going on. Dance class really actually helped me out a lot. It was such an escape for me just to kind of meet new people. I made some amazing friends on my dance squad, and I just fell in love with it. And we also went to competitions a lot, so that was a lot of fun as well. And I absolutely loved all the glittery costumes that we got to wear, and it was just a lot of fun for me. And to keep myself even more occupied, I also started taking acting classes and singing classes, and I was also in the Annie play, and I was a little orphan, so that was fun. Anyway, 8th grade came around, and something I forgot to mention earlier is I was actually bullied in the past by someone kind of close to me, and they made a fake MySpace page of me and started putting really nasty comments on everything. So it didn't really bother me, but this person decided that they weren't finished with me yet, and they thought it would be cool to turn my very 2 best friends against me and make them hate me. So now my 2 best friends were now talking to this person who absolutely hated my guts, and that really, really affected me. I became really depressed, really sad. I couldn't eat. I began losing a lot of weight and also started struggling with anxiety. I would have anxiety attacks basically everywhere I went. I couldn't even go outside. I had to quit dance. I had to quit acting. And all I wanted to do was just sit in bed all day. I couldn't get up to do anything. I was just really upset, really sad. I had really, really negative thoughts all the time, and it just really, really affected me until one day I decided to pull myself out of bed and watch some YouTube videos, and then I found the beauty community, which was really cool to me, and it actually kind of cheered me up a little bit. I got really addicted to makeup, and thanks to my mama who started buying me a few things, and then one day I was like, maybe I should make my own video, and then I was like, yes, oh yes, I'm gonna make one. So that's exactly what I did. I sat down, filmed my very first video, which I actually didn't even have a proper tripod. I just stacked tons of books and random junk on top of each other, and I filmed my very first video, and then I uploaded that baby to the YouTube, and it's still up on YouTube today. So if you want to see that and see how embarrassing I was in my first video, then you can check that out. So anyways, I uploaded my first video. I was really nervous about it, but I decided to just suck it up and go ahead. And then I started meeting all these amazing people. I still remember the day I hit 100 subscribers and literally was in shock. So the fact that I now have over 2 million best friends, aka you guys, I can't even thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done. I've been able to travel to New York and Texas and work with all these amazing brands and get amazing opportunities. I've also gotten to go to VidCon and IMATS, where I was able to meet so many of you guys, which that just means the absolute world to me. I just want to thank you guys for everything, because you're all amazing. And as most of you guys know, my sister actually got married, woohoo! And as most of you guys also know, she recently had her baby, which makes me an auntie. And I never thought I'd be an aunt so soon in my life, but here is my totally adorable niece, hashtag totes-adorbs. So yeah, that's basically my life so far. That's everything that's happened. I know I'm still a teenager and there's so much more to come in my life, but I'm just so thankful for everything that's happened so far. You guys mean so much to me, and I also want to thank my parents for being so supportive and amazing. I'm just so blessed, and I also want to encourage you guys to stay strong, because we all have those hard times in our life, but it will get better. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.